In this episode of Motive Garage presented by Sparesbox, we upgrade the fuel system on our R32 Skyline GTR. If you've been watching our R32 Skyline GTR development, you'll know that when we took it out to Cootamundra Airport, we discovered that we had a fuel pressure issue when we were trying to drag race it. Essentially, it's fine on the dyno and it's fine for the first couple of gears, but if you try to go through from first to fifth in our GTR, it would essentially just run out of fuel just that little bit. Essentially, the mechanical fuel pump is trying to suck through 4 meters of dash 10 line from the surge tank in the boot. And as it tries to suck through that long straw, essentially it's just running out of pressure. Not too much, just that little bit, but the fuel pressure oscillation in 4th and 5th gear is enough to cause a misfire. So to remedy that, we need to do what most of the top GTR tuning shops are doing and put a mechanical fuel pump surge tank in the front of the car. So first up, we're going to drop it off at CRD and let them do some fabrication magic. So our GTR is back from CID and they did a fantastic job on the surge tank. It's about 15 litres in capacity, so it is massive. They've also scalloped the shape perfectly to fit the intercooler pipe. They've put a brace on the bottom so it doesn't crack. Very well thought out because they have done quite a few of these now. So what we need to do now is a whole new bunch of lines and fittings. So gave a call to our friends at Raceworks and we have a whole big catalogue of their Teflon -6, -8, -10 and -12 lines and a whole bunch of fittings so that we can do the new plumbing. Essentially what we're doing, we're removing the surge tank from the boot completely. So it's time to get to work on making some more braided lines. Let's go. So our modified fuel system is now completed. In the boot, we did leave the Frenchie Performance Garage hanger and the pump inside that, the Walbro that's in there. We left all that. We left the -6 feed out of the hanger that goes to the TurboSmart fuel filter and the flex fuel sensor, and then ran it back through one of the bulkheads we used before. Is that how we would have done it if we were building the car from scratch? Potentially not, but we've still got some development to do. We've still got some things we're going to change later. So that was the easiest way to get it all working again. Still neat, still up out of the way. And then we ran a whole new -6 line to the front, and we actually used the old -8 return as the return again. So we didn't have to replumb everything, but obviously we've modified quite a fair bit back here. The good thing is though, I now have room for some shopping. See, streetcar. So up the front is all completed as well. We've obviously got our surge tank that we got made by the guys from Croydon Racing Developments yesterday. I've made all new Raceworks lines. We've got all new fittings, everything. So it's all brand new, which is sweet. Basically what you can see here is we have a -6 feed from the back that fills this up. We have a -8 overflow that goes back to the factory tank. The reason we went larger on the overflow is because you don't actually have pressure forcing it as such. The -6 feed obviously has pressure forcing its way through, while the -8, I guess, is overflow, and the excess fuel that's in here is what's forcing it back. So you don't want any restriction to get it to the back of the car. We have the -12 at the bottom to feed the mechanical fuel pump. We made that -12 this time to give it no restriction at all as it sucks through the line. It's a much shorter line than before, so it should solve all of our problems. And then we have a -8 return from the fuel pressure regulator. Reason being is because it is a -8 reg. Now we may be upgrading to TurboSmart's new mechanical fuel pump specific fuel pressure regulator soon. Probably do that when we put the G45 on and our fuel demands go up a little bit. That reg is bigger, so it's a bit more work to fit it. And we're going to do that when we redesign the engine bay a little bit with the G45. So, but for now, it's a -8 return from the reg, -12 feed to the pump. So get the bar on, get it started, and we'll probably give it another quick check on the dyno to make sure it's all good in a future episode. Make sure you subscribe, and we will see you then.